The first scream tore through the fields like a knife, louder than the crows that usually haunted the barn roof. Anna froze in the middle of tossing hay to the horses. She knew that sound. It was her twin sister, Emma. Something was wrong. Something was very, very wrong. By the time Anna reached the edge of the field, her chest burning with fear, she saw Emma crumpled on the ground near the wooden fence, her face streaked with dirt and blood. Above her stood 3 local boys, bigger, meaner, their cruel laughter cutting through the crisp autumn air. They'd been picking on the twins for years, mocking them for their patched clothes, for living on a struggling farm, for daring to dream of a future beyond the tiny town. But this time, they'd gone too far. Anna dropped to her knees beside Emma. Her sister's eyes were open, but glassy, her lips trembling as she whispered, "Don't let them win." Those 4 words carved themselves into Anna's soul. The bullies swaggered off, satisfied with their damage, never expecting what would follow. Anna wasn't the loud one, wasn't the fighter. That had always been Emma's role. But now, with her sister bruised and broken, something fierce snapped awake inside her. The days that followed were some of the hardest the twins had ever faced. Emma couldn't walk to school for a while, her ribs aching with every breath. The teachers offered no help. The boys' parents were wealthy and influential, while the twins were just farm kids. Anna watched her sister's light dim, her laughter fading into silence as shame and pain threatened to consume her. That was the worst part, not the bruises, not the cuts, but watching Emma lose the fire that made her who she was. Anna made a vow. She would carry that fire for both of them. It started small. She stayed after school, studying harder than ever, determined to outshine the bullies in every subject. When they jeered, she didn't flinch. When they shoved her in the hall, she stood her ground. It shocked them, Anna, the quiet twin, refusing to bend. Word spread quickly. Teachers noticed her grades climbing, her classmates whispered about her courage. But Anna wasn't just fighting for herself. At night, she sat by Emma's bed, reading to her, reminding her of all the dreams they had, the veterinary school they wanted to attend, the horses they planned to rescue, the life they promised each other would be better than the one they were born into. Slowly, Emma began to smile again, and when Anna showed her the perfect score she earned on a test, Emma whispered, "That's my sister. You're making them pay without even touching them." Yet the bullies didn't stop. They cornered Anna one evening outside the store, trying to break her spirit the way they had Emma's. Fear surged through her veins, but this time, Anna didn't run. She looked them in the eye and said, "You don't scare me anymore. You think you're strong, but all you are is empty." Her voice shook, but it didn't matter. The boys didn't know what to do with someone who refused to cower. That night, for the first time, they backed off. Weeks turned into months. Anna kept pushing forward, and with her courage, Emma found her strength again. Together, they became unshakable, lifting each other higher. The town began to see them not as poor farm girls, but as fighters, survivors, dreamers who wouldn't be silenced. By the time graduation came, both sisters walked across the stage hand in hand, the bullies slouched in the back, forgotten. The twins didn't need revenge in fists or cruelty, their success was the loudest answer. They had turned pain into power, brokenness into resilience. Looking out into the crowd, Anna squeezed Emma's hand and whispered, "We won." And Emma, with tears shining in her eyes, whispered back, "Because you never let me give up." Their story wasn't just about surviving bullies. It was about the bond between sisters, about rising when the world tried to crush you, and about proving that the strongest revenge is becoming everything they said you couldn't be. And so, the farm twins carried their scars not as reminders of pain, but as marks of victory. Proof that no matter how hard life tried to break them, together, they were unbreakable.